Thank you air, thank you water, thank you food, thank you home, thank you bed, thank you pillow, thank you blanket, thank you clothes, thank you shoes, thank you toothbrush, thank you toothpaste, thank you soap,
Thank you, towel. Thank you, mirror. Thank you, comb.
thank you shampoo, thank you body, thank you hair, thank you eyes, thank you ears, thank you nose, thank you mouth, thank you hands, thank you legs, thank you heart, thank you brain, thank you lungs, thank you stomach, thank you sleep.
Thank you, dreams. Thank you, morning. Thank you, sunlight. Thank you, moonlight.
Thank you stars, thank you rain, thank you trees, thank you flowers,
Thank you, birds. Thank you, animals. Thank you, earth. Thank you, sky. Thank you, nature. Thank you, seasons. Thank you, clouds. Thank you, wine.
thank you fruits, thank you vegetables, thank you milk, thank you tea, thank you coffee. Thank you salt, thank you sugar, thank you spices, thank you utensils,
Thank you, gas stove. Thank you, refrigerator.
thank you light, thank you electricity,
Thank you, fan. Thank you, AC. Thank you, mobile. Thank you, internet. Thank you, charger. Thank you, laptop. Thank you, TV. Thank you, music. Thank you, songs. Thank you, books. Thank you, pen. Thank you, paper.
thank you money. Thank you wallet, thank you keys, thank you transport, thank you car,
Thank you, bike. Thank you, roads. Thank you, petrol. Thank you, public transport.
thank you workplace, thank you desk, thank you chair, thank you boss, thank you team, thank you customers, thank you opportunities,
Thank you, challenges. Thank you, learning.
thank you growth, thank you growth, thank you peace, thank you heart, thank you happiness, thank you love, thank you family, thank you friends, thank you parents, thank you teachers, thank you partner,
Thank you, children. Thank you, painters. Thank you, painters. Thank you, forgiveness.
thank you time, thank you God, thank you